At paano nagawa ng New England Patriots ang improbable comeback sa Super Bowl 51? Para sa usapan na yan, makakasama natin sina Bob Guerrero at Martin Antonio. Gentlemen, welcome to The Score. First time to have you together. Yeah. Salamat. And perfect. You know, both of you the biggest football fans that we know. So great to have you both here. Okay, first of all, let's rewind to how these two teams came into the Super Bowl. Yung expectations niyo. Martin, para sa'yo, who did you think or who did you feel you had the edge, obviously, coming into Super Bowl 51?
Well, Coming to the Super Bowl, I really thought that the Atlanta Falcons had an edge. I went on wax saying that I would be betting on the Atlanta Falcons. I was in Migs when I...
But underdog sila for most people.
Three points pa. But I thought that without having the #1 target in Rob Gronkowski para sa New England Patriots, medyo dehado sila. But again, the greatness of Tom Brady propelled them for that championship.
All right, you, Bob, going into the Super Bowl, when you saw this matchup, what were your thoughts right away?
It was the 7th Super Bowl for Tom Brady. Yep. His first one was 15 years ago. Wow. Iba talaga si Bill Belichick kasi nakapanalo siya ng 5 Super Bowl in the era of free agency, which is important. It's much harder to keep good teams together.
Right.
And I was a neutral going in. You know, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, and we don't like New England very much. But
certified New Yorker,
upstate New York. But it was a toss-up. I wanted to see a good game, and I got one of the best Super Bowls ever.
All right, first half pa lang, guys. I was luckily watching this from Davao, coming back from the ABL. Thankfully, the ABS-CBN had it on YouTube as well. I couldn't believe my eyes. I mean, favored na nga ang Patriots, and yet the Falcons are blowing them out 21-3 at the half.
Kung hindi pa sila naka-field goal, medyo tagilid sila. Ang ganda rin kasi nung idinipensa ng front seven ng Atlanta Falcons.
Alright.
Hindi nakakaabante yung run game ng New England Patriots. And they were covering one-on-one dun sa mga receivers nila. Tom Brady was really shooting blanks, so to speak, nung first half. And high-powered offense. Matt Ryan conducting the offense. Nakakuha sila ng 2 touchdown at isa pang pick 6 with Robert Alford.
Why did the championship experience not come out right away for New England in that first half?
Well, the timing of Tom Brady's passes was a bit off. Medyo napapalakas yung yung mga ibang bata niya, may gigil ng konti. And he was sacked. He was roughed up. A lot of them were coverage sacks. So wala siyang mapasahan because the secondary of Atlanta was doing such a good job, and so wala siyang mapasahan. So he was getting sacked and getting roughed up, but his confidence. You know, I remember there was one play in the second half. He throws a bad pass, and then 2 plays later, he just throws an absolute rope.
Drills it in front of 2 defenders.
Julian Edelman. Tapos pagkatapos nun, tuloy-tuloy na.
Yep. Well, there's something about halftimes of championship games, Bob, and I would love to have been a bug on the wall in that halftime in the locker room of the Patriots. What do you think happened that just switched it on for them coming in the second half?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I don't think Atlanta became complacent. I think they worked that hard to be where they are. I just think that the composure and the experience of being in all those Super Bowls carried the day.
It finally came out for them. For you, Martin, at what point did you say mukhang kaya to? Kasi watching it, you're like, they're probably gonna run out of time. They were still down by 19, tama ba?
We were talking to the fourth. We were talking before we started this report. Akala ko babagsak, akala ko titiklop after the Dwight Freeney, the immortal Dwight Freeney, Indianapolis style yung pagkakasak niya. All 37 years of age na kanya. But again, Tom Brady with that catch ni Julian Edelman, right on the numbers. Pinag-usapan nga namin It's a hard slant in the middle. Kuha sa harapan ng 2 depensa sa paa ng defender. Yun nga.
Thanks to slow motion, you really got to appreciate how hard that catch was.
And talagang yun yung game changer.
You think that was
nung nakakuha sila ng isang stop dun sa fumble kay Matt Ryan ni Dante Hightower. Ang ganda nung pass rush off the left side. Kuhang-kuha Ang ganda. Yun yung isa sa mga biggest turning points. Key.
Now, less than 2 minutes to go, they're still down by 8. What were your thoughts already, Bob, with the ball in the hands of Tom Brady?
Kung pipili ka ng isang quarterback para i-lead yung team mo para mapanalo ang Super Bowl na kailangan 8 points ang habulin mo, yan ang pipiliin mo talaga. Kundi siya si Peyton Manning, pero retired na si Peyton Manning.
Right.
It was 4 down territory in that last 2 minutes, so they were really going for everything. But the thing is, they were down by 16. Kailangan nilang makakuha ng 2 touchdown at 2 2-point conversions pa dahil sumablay si Gostkowski. Tinamaan niya yung poste in one of his So they really had talagang kailangan dumaan sa butas ng karayom.
Sobra.
And they did it. You know?
Hindi lang yun. Nabuenas sa coin toss.
Yun yung game breaker talaga dun eh.
For me, this is
may issue ka dun sa coin toss.
For me, dati kasi sa NFL, sudden death yung overtime. Kung sino unang makascore, silang panalo. Ngayon ginawa nila, kung makascore ka ng field goal, mabibigyan ng pagkakataon ng kabilang koponan na makakuha ng possession. But if you score a touchdown, the other team doesn't have a chance. I don't agree with that. I think each team should have just at least one possession, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal or a safety, whatever. And then, to give each team a chance. It's 1/3 of the team because they're special teams and offense. 1/3, the game was decided by 1/3 of the team playing the 1/3 of the other team. And it's the Super Bowl. Matt Ryan couldn't do anything.
Dapat talaga sige.
Para sa'yo, March, ganun diba?
Ganun kasi kinabigyan mo ng pagkakataon na you lose by the sword, you win by the sword.
Yun na nga.
Anya, talagang tatapatan mo rin yung depensa ng kabilang koponan, itatrust mo rin yung offense mo. And with the high-powered offense ng Atlanta Falcons, I think baka may isa pang overtime, but
malay natin.
Di natin alam eh. Dahil tinapos na din ni James White with that jet sweep play na denive niya. Ganda ng pagkakapanalo.
Just right in there before his knee had both knees made contact, and then he had that ball past the line, or at least
he broke the plane.
Broke the plane. Good enough. Okay, Bob. Let's explain to the viewers out there how good this Patriots team is, especially the coach, Bill Belichick. I mean, people try to compare. For those who don't know, they're already saying stuff like Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson. How great is this coach and what he's been able to do for the NFL?
Bill Belichick is a protege of Parcells. Bill Parcells.
Okay.
And he had his first coaching job as the Cleveland Browns. Did not succeed.
The Cleveland Browns.
But he learned, and actually you see a lot of Bill Parcells in him when he went for it on 4th down in the 3rd quarter. Bill Parcells used to do that all the time. And he's built up a dynasty, and he's drafted well, and Tom Brady came in when Drew Bledsoe got injured in the season of Super Bowl 36. And he's just instilled the culture of winning. He's controversial though.
Kultura talaga. At saka bumabaril ng mga trades pagka ng mga minsan mapapaisip ka tulad na binitawan lang Jamie Collins, di ba? Netong season, he was the best linebacker for their team. He was a first team All-Pro this year. Binitawan. Kaposisyon kasi nung isang player that fits their culture, Dante Hightower, who made the big play.
He goes for culture sometimes over skill.
It's not just Tom Brady, because no one's left from Super Bowl 36 when Tom Brady has won, but they've been able to push through. But he's controversial, isn't he, Martin? Deflategate.
Oh, that's true. So all that was
kasama rin yun sa talking points.
You think the commissioner was getting booed at the awarding ceremony, right?
Ang sarap siguro ng pakiramdam kay Tom Brady.
Yun na nga.
Ando dun yung kampiyonato, ikaw yung most valuable player for the 51st edition ng Super Bowl. But again, hindi choke job for the Atlanta Falcons. It was the greatness talaga of the Patriots.
If you told the Falcons you got an 8-point lead with 2 minutes to go on New England before the game, they'll take that.
I'll take it.
They'll take it.
Yep. But it is what it is, and this is just another thing to reflect as well. How great is Tom Brady? They're saying stuff like the GOAT. Okay, so again, comparing him to people who are familiar with the term the GOAT, you use that for Michael Jordan. Is he the Michael Jordan of American football?
Wow,
it's a hard question, but nalaktawan na niya si Joe Montana, who only won 4 Super Bowls with the 49ers.
Jack Haley, 5 championships.
Elway only won 2, and Brett Favre only won 1. Manning won 2. Well, Peyton Manning.
Eli won 2 on lucky catches.
I think he is the greatest. I mean, I don't want to say single-handedly did it, but it's hard to say.
And he's so cool. I mean, even when it was done and over with, he wasn't, jumping up and down because he knew that, wait lang guys, i-review pa yan. Everyone was celebrating. He's like, chill.
May binasa akong article tungkol sa kanya that sobrang organized yung buhay niya. His schedule is organized by the day for years.
And what he eats. He's a very big proponent of the sports science movement, and then how he prepares for games.
Conditioning.
success is a function of expectation eh. And Bill Belichick, hindi nyo nakita nag-celebrate. Tom Brady, hindi sila papakita gaano emotion because they are expecting to win every year. For the past decade, they are in the AFC Championship. Kumbaga ang Eastern and Western Conference natin sa basketball. Ando dun sila laging present.
Sixth straight
na nasa
AFC Championship game.
That's no joke.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
And yun nga, nasabi rin ni Bob kanina na rotating ang players eh, with free agency, with the salary cap. It's a salary cap driven sport. So again, it's about how well the culture is running and how the coach picks the players that would fit the profile of his team.
All right, now how does this affect the league? I mean, you know, when you see dominance of a dynasty, somehow it sets trends, it sets other teams in motion of trying to copy styles, culture, drafting of players, putting players together. You see this happening with the way the Patriots are dominating and winning their 5th championship?
Brady is what, 39,
turning 40.
Wow.
He doesn't have very many years left. The quarterback position in the NFL, it's so technical that the even old guys get work. Because it's so hard to do it. But they're bound to decline, and I'd love to see Atlanta come back and win it next year. Matt Ryan was the league MVP, and there's never been a league MVP who played in the Super Bowl who won the Super Bowl. All of them have lost.
Last year,
every single one.
So it happened again.
Happened again.
But you think they're due? These Falcons will be due anytime soon, right?
They're very young. Their defense is very young. Their front seven is very young. The oldest guy, Dwight Freeney, is 37 years old. And yung nag-start sa kanila, yung 10 dun sa 11 nagsimula sa kanila, is under 27 years old.
Wow. Okay.
It's a very young team. They have arguably the best receiver right now in Julio Jones, who had that tippy-toe catch. Napakaganda.
Tiptoes.
And Matt Ryan solidified this claim as one of the elite level quarterbacks for the league.
Yeah,
so you think they won't get devastated by this, and this is something that they'll be able to build on?
Kagaya ng sinabi nila sa broadcast, yung offensive coordinator baka lumipat sa San Francisco. It always happens. When you have a Super Bowl team and one of the coordinators is really good, kukunin talaga ng ibang team. So they have to work it out somehow. And
din yan yung nangyari din with Atlanta. Dan Quinn, Coach Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator ng Seattle Seahawks. Kaya parehas din ng packages yung ginawa nila. Inside rushing, talagang pressure si Tom Brady. And yun, na-purge siya, napunta siya sa Atlanta. Past three Super Bowls, nandoon siya. 3 out of 4 rather. Nandoon siya. With two with Seattle as their main defensive coordinator, and then now with Atlanta Hawks as their head coach. Atlanta Falcons as their head coach.
Well, what do you guys foresee for the 2017-2018 season? I mean,
I think the Buffalo Bills will finally win the Super Bowl.
Because Rex Ryan is out of the window.
Rex Ryan is gone. I'm hoping.
Para
still hope in upstate New York.
But I hope that we get to televise more games and gain more popularity.
But the one thing we want to talk about is there's American football in the Philippines.
Ito,
Martin would like to
malaking katawan niya yan.
Kailangan labas yung aggression dito sa paghuhugas ng plato at paglinis ng bahay. And we would like to invite people to really check out. We have a tournament this weekend. Flag football lang. Ito ay simula ng just to get the rudimentary rules of the game, just to get your feet wet, so to speak. The Gridiron PH organization
Gridiron.
That's
what they call it in the UK.
Gridiron. Saan yung mga games?
But the games will be at Merville sa Nomads Club field. It would be from 8 a.m. onwards. You could come in.
So for those who are interested, try it out. Just walk in.
Yeah, just walk in.
Say hello.
We would be there. Look for the tall guy who has a daughter who is playing catch.
And how about the tackle guys who want to
tackle guys? You could follow the Facebook page of the Philippine American Football League. The next cycle would be on August, but there will be upcoming events na paparating with the help of everyone. We're really trying to invite and be more proactive.
There's a national team, there's an NSA. This league has like 5 teams.
Absolutely. So all the best for the sport of American football here in the Philippines. And thanks again, guys, for coming over. Salamat. Thank you.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates, and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.